Hi, I want to talk to you today about how to close a sale. This is one of the biggest issues that most salespeople come to us with. And we quite often get asked an awful lot about, can we have a course on how to close a sale? Closing a sale actually is very simple. If you've done all the other parts of the sales process right, closing a sale should actually be as simple as 4 words. Ask for the business. Obviously, we need to get the rest of the sales process right to make closing a sale simple. But even when we do get the rest of the sales process right, we build rapport, we create trust, we ask the right questions, we present bespoke solutions to their needs, we handle any objections, we negotiate well. Sometimes closing the sale is not always a given. So I just want to give you a few tips to what you can do if somebody says to you, okay, that's great, leave it with me. How do we follow up? How do we move this sale on? And what do we do if we think the sale is not moving on? When do we actually cut our losses and walk away? So first of all, I would say regular follow-up is really important. Well, actually, let me go back one stage. Do you know that only 7 out of 10 salespeople actually ask for the business? So the first thing I would say is be bold, ask for the business, actually say, now we've discussed all this, now we've gone through all this, what are your thoughts? Can we move this forward? If they say no, they need a little bit of time, and you try an objection handling and it is a genuine, we need some time, and you need to follow it up. Following up is really important. Do you know it can take between 6 and 12 touch points to actually close the sale sometimes? So what I would say is keep in regular contact with your client, but mix up the contact methods. You can contact them by email, but not just by email. Use the telephone. We still have these things. Use the telephone. Contact them by telephone. You could send a WhatsApp message. You could send a voice note. You could contact them on LinkedIn. There's lots of different ways that you can reach out to people. You could even send a little video. So I would say vary your outreach methods is point number 1. Point number 2 is continue to add value whilst you're following up. So if you are following up and you've seen an article that may be of interest to that particular potential client, or you've got some information, a download that might be useful to them, send them something. You could say, hey, I saw this today, or I found this that based on our conversation I thought might be useful to you. Giving more and adding more value will really help move your sale along. So they are my top 2 tips. Vary the outreach. Make sure that you outreach on a regular basis. I'm not talking every day, but maybe once every few days or once a week. You'll know the right time period. And also continue to add value, continue to send them things that are useful. If after all that you're not getting anywhere, I would then ask the question, am I ever going to close this sale? And I would pretty much ask that question to the client. It's what I call my tip number 3, the breakup email, where I actually send an email to the client to say, look, we had a great meeting. I followed up a few times. I'm not getting anything back from you, or I'm not too sure that this is for you. You could even say, perhaps you have decided to go elsewhere. And if that's the case, I wish you well, but I won't reach out to you anymore now. But should your option not work out, or should anything change and you want to get in touch with me, you know where I am. In the meantime, here's access to our free resources that might help you. I wish you luck. I send that breakup email quite a lot. Do you know what? I get about a 50% response rate from that says, oh, no. We do still want to go ahead. It's just that they haven't told me that on any of the other follow-ups until I send a breakup email and say, you've obviously gone elsewhere. I wish you the best with them. And if anything changes and you need my help, here I am. That often prompts a very good response. So there's 3 tips for you there. Follow up regularly using different mediums. Give extra value whilst you're following up, so it keeps you right at the top of their mind and they see you as being helpful and interesting. And use a breakup email if you need to use a breakup email. I hope that helps.